Hey guys, so we have a teaser for Dragon Ball Legends. Obviously, that means that this week at some point we are probably going to be getting, well, not probably, we are definitely going to be getting a banner featuring some new characters. Now, this is an interesting one because we have what seems to just be a bunch of clouds here, and that is it. There's not really much else here. And I think before we even jump into what I think this could be, this is one that could actually go like two different directions. I think there's two equally as likely, maybe not equally as likely, but there's two options that I feel have a really strong chance of it being. Now keep in mind before we proceed that in V-Jump they did tease that we are going to be getting the Raspberry team. So it's going to be, if you guys don't know who Raspberry is, it's basically like a really low ranking soldier in the Frieza Force. They have like Raspberry, and then there's four in total. So there's Raspberry, and then there's three others. Like the guy with the hand cannon or whatever, right? That's the free-to-play unit we're getting, along with three of the other like similar characters, right? So there's an argument you can make where it's like, okay, this is probably related to them in some way. So from the Frieza Saga or Planet Namek Saga, I actually don't think this is related, assuming that those guys are coming out this week, which they might not even come out this week for all we know, but I'm assuming they are. And all right, so let's just go ahead and talk about what I think these clouds could potentially be here. So there's an interesting thing that someone did with this. I think it's like you adjust either like the contrast of the image or you alter the image in some way, and you eventually end up with this. So this is actually what you see when you, I think it's altering the contrast or some kind of like the gamma, like some weird property of the image, and you're able to see a hidden, what looks like a tea kettle, right, in the background, which I guess is the source of whatever the smoke is, or steam. It could be steam, I guess, right, because a tea kettle produces steam, not smoke. So that's what I think is really the key to this image, right? And I think this could be interpreted in two different ways. The first way is this. If you guys don't know what this is, that means you haven't watched OG Dragon Ball. And I'm not going to force you, but I highly encourage you to close this video right now and go watch the entirety of OG Dragon Ball and then come back. Okay, that's out of the way. So what I'll say is, obviously this is probably the most prominent, tea kettle, tea, whatever you want to call this, like container in Dragon Ball. Now the one thing I'll notice is this is not the exact same shape as the one in the teaser, and I think that actually does matter. The fact that this is a bit different than this, I mean, this isn't really a tea kettle, right? This one right here, this is the Ultra Divine Water is what this is. And if you guys don't know what this Ultra Divine Water is, it basically is what was used to power up Kid Goku before he rematched against Demon King Piccolo. And the way that Goku was able to get this, actually, it differs a lot. Like, there's a major difference between the manga and the anime. In the manga, Korin just gives him this. Korin just gives him the water. Whereas I think in the anime, he goes to Korin, and then like Goku gets transported to like this really elaborate like maze in like this dark cave or something. And I think it's him and Yajirobe trying to like, it's been a really long time since I've watched this, but it's like him and Yajirobe trying to like navigate through the cave or something. And so it's way different than the manga. In the manga, Korin literally just gives him the water. And basically what it's supposed to be is it's supposed to be poisonous, but if you survive the effects of the water, then you get way stronger. And this is how Goku was able to power up to the point where he was able to defeat Demon King Piccolo. So this, essentially what I'm saying is this could potentially be a tease for a Kid Goku, potentially, if this is referencing the Ultra Divine Water. I mean, it's pretty simple. Like the shape is not exactly the same, but I mean, like the little nozzle area is the same, but it's like, it's typical, like, water tea container, right? There's just no, like this portion, like the handle is just on a different spot here. But other than that, it's pretty much the same. So, I mean, this is a very big hint right here. And then the second thing this could potentially be, obviously this one's a bit more obvious, is this, which is obviously Fat BUU basically producing the steam or the smoke from his body whenever he gets excited or angry or whatever, right? So the reason why I'm leaning a little bit more towards it being Fat BUU than this is because I think the tea kettle is supposed to be representing the sound of the smoke, right? If you guys remember, whenever Fat BUU like expels the steam or the smoke from his body, it makes like that high-pitched sound. That is almost exactly how tea sounds from a tea kettle when it expels smoke or steam. So I am leaning more towards this being a Fat BUU banner as opposed to a Dragon Ball based Kid Goku banner. Especially because we just had Super Vegito and it kind of still correlates with what we just got, right? It's the same saga. It's a villain correlating to that saga. So to me, it makes a little bit more sense that it's going to be Fat BUU as opposed to a Dragon Ball Kid Goku related. But I wouldn't be surprised if it was Dragon Ball either. I think they both make almost equal amount of sense to me, but I think I'd give the slight edge to the Fat BUU here. Okay, so those are really the two possibilities that I see happening the most. And what I think this banner will most likely be is an all-star banner. And if you guys haven't noticed the exact timing of when these all-star banners have released, I've actually pulled up the past 4 all-star banners. Okay, so let's go through this. So the most recent all-star banner that has come out has been the Golden Frieza and Whis banner, which released on March 31st, the last day of the month of March. Then we had this banner, the Kaioken Goku banner and the Revival Frieza banner, released on January 31st, the last day in January. All right, let's go up to this banner, which was before Legends Festival, actually. So this was featuring the Cooler Movie Super Saiyan Goku and the Red Piccolo, released on October 31st, the last month of October. Let's go over here. This is the banner before this one, featuring the Revival Kid Gohan and the Blue Nappa, released on September 30th, the last day of September. So pretty much what I'm trying to say is these all-star banners typically release on the final day of the month they come out in. That's typically just the pattern, right? The past 4 in a row have done that. I think it's a pretty safe assumption that the next one will also do this. So I'm recording this video right now in Japan. It is July 26th. July does have 31 days. So I'm assuming that whatever banner this is going to be an all-star banner that releases on Sunday, July 31st, the final day of July. With that said, whatever, because if we take a look at these all-star banners, right? A lot of times they do have correlation with the LF that most recently released, and a lot of times they don't. Because, like, for example, this one did, right? This banner released when Grade 8 Vegeta came out. So this was obviously designed to give the Saiyan Saga a bit of extra support. This banner, I guess, let me actually just go back to when this released. This banner, I mean, there definitely wasn't like major Cooler movie support after this, because they didn't even release a Cooler from the movie, which was very strange. But if we go back to when this banner came out, I believe this was just meant to be more so in correlation with movies in general. Because remember, after that banner, the next banner that came out was Goku and Vegeta as part of Legends Festival. Okay, I think it's more back than this. All right, where are we here? Here we are, Legends All-Star Volume 11, and the banner before this was Cell. I mean, I guess you could sort of semi-link it to the Cell banner because of the fact that Piccolo's regen, but this one, I would say, just loosely correlated, not specifically correlated. The Revival Frieza and Goku banner, which came out in January 31st, I mean, this one was specifically more so an LOE buff than anything else, because this banner came out, but it didn't really correlate with like Jiren or anything like that. I mean, a powerful opponent maybe, but we did get the chilled Zenkai. We did get the full power yellow Frieza Zenkai. So it was kind of supposed to be correlating more so with LOE, even though we didn't actually get another LOE release to go alongside that Revival Frieza there. And then we had this banner over here, which was Whis and Angel Golden Frieza, which I think Whis and Angel Golden Frieza just more so was going to be correlated with UI Goku releasing for the anniversary. So that's why this banner definitely went as long as it did here, because, you know, definitely correlated with the headline of the anniversary. So typically these all-star banners are more loosely correlated with what's happening right now. So unless we're about to get like some LF Dragon Ball Saga character, then I don't think it's going to be Dragon Ball related. Whereas we literally just got an Ultra Super Vegito. along with the Zenkai Ultimate Gohan, the green one. So for me, I think in the within the context of what we've been getting recently, I do think it's more likely that we do get a Majin Buu Saga style banner here. So my bet is going to be on Fat Buu All-Star banner releasing on July 31st. But if they do want to go down the path of giving us a Dragon Ball Saga banner here, I think there's a very high chance, if this is what comes out, there's a very high chance that whatever the next LF banner is somehow a Dragon Ball LF character, which I would argue there are only a handful of characters worthy of getting that, one of them being Demon King Piccolo. So if they do, if this is the Dragon Ball banner, so this would be, again, this banner would come out on the 31st of July, most likely be some kind of Kid Goku that powers up with the Ultra Divine Water. I would then assume that we are getting some kind of LF Demon King Piccolo like 2 weeks or a week after this banner comes out. So those are really my predictions here. Again, I think I'd give a little bit of a slight edge to the Fat Buu here. Maybe it could even be a transforming Buu. What if it's a Fat Buu who revives into the evil Buu, like the Gray Buu? That could definitely be the case, because remember, he literally spawns the Gray Buu because of the steam that comes out of his body, right? So that could be maybe something that happens. Maybe it's kind of like similar to Dokkan's Tech Exchange Buu, where you start out as Fat Buu and then he, produces the evil Buu and then evil Buu takes over, right? That could be something that they do with this. I think that could be a pretty cool concept, especially for an All-Star banner, right? That's something I feel like that's more deserving of an All-Star banner more so than an LF character. But we will see. Let me know down below what you guys think of this teaser here. So again, probably not correlated at all to the Raspberry Squad, unfortunately, but we will see. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one.